Some breaking news coming in at this hour that the Ukrainian president has in fact reacted to Maduro's capture. Now Zelensky has said, and I quote, that if this deal is the way to deal with dictators, then the US must get Putin next. Important statement coming in from, of course, the Ukrainian president, as in fact Volodymyr Zelensky has gone on to say that if this is the manner to deal with dictators, then the US must get Putin next. In fact, we also have a reaction coming in from Zelensky. Let's also listen into what he had to say.
Якщо можна, так, з диктаторами, ось так, то Сполучені Штати Америки знають, що їм робити далі.
Well, going back to my colleague Aditya on this, Aditya, of course, important statement coming in from the Ukrainian president. This comes, of course, after Russia has also condemned the capturing of the Venezuelan president. How exactly do you view this geopolitically?
Politically, it's going to be a rollercoaster ride for Ukraine and Europe, certainly, because what United States has essentially done is violating the sovereignty of Venezuela. Even if the the situation and the backdrop was strong enough, drug trafficking certainly is a very strong charge. There are many thousands of people who die every year because of the menace of drugs, and there's a lot of shipping route that is used for the drug trafficking and for the drug cartels from Venezuela to the United States. But now Zelensky saying that if this is the way to deal with the dictators, then Russian President Putin will be next, is not going to get many buyers really, because this is certainly Zelensky pushing the narrative of Ukraine. But with what United States has done against Venezuela, the Europe's position against Russia weakens significantly. Strategically speaking, it is the Russians that are emerging stronger in this entire regard, because for last 4 years, Europe and Ukraine kept saying that the Russians were trying to violate the sovereignty of Ukraine. And now US has essentially done the same and gotten away with it. In fact, the United States used 250 of its air assets, the aircrafts and helicopters, and thereafter used the Delta Force and the local intelligence assets to conduct a massive operation against Maduro. So what stops Russia from doing the same inside Ukraine? So Europe's position certainly is at its weakest in the last 4 years, and certainly they will not be able to argue globally now that the US has turned the tables.